So what's up, YouTube? Just to let you know, I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is, I did get some of the gaskets in. I still got another one coming in. They have improved the way the car runs by about 1,000%, so it was definitely that vacuum leak. The other thing, the bad news is it still has a very slight one. I still need one more gasket in there because it's revved way up to like 3,000 RPM. So, I mean, other than that, it runs good. It's still loud as usual. I just can't move it right now because I don't want to try to take this thing off at 3,000 RPMs. But definite market improvement of how it runs. Alright, well, hell, I'll go ahead and fire it up for you. Alright, as you can see, I'm in my car. My GT. I'll go ahead and I'll fire it up for you. I'll actually open up the door. It's still loud as always. It just revved way up right now because it has a very, very small vacuum leak. I saw it between the intake plate adapter and the stack of spacers. We're talking about, you can barely see it, but you can see it, and that's why it's revved up to like 3,000 RPMs. But there's not much I can do about it until this gasket comes in, which is coming from Texas. So it's already been shipped. It's just a matter of time. I was hoping that when I first put it all together, it looked like it was going to be fine. It wasn't. I mean, the engine runs good. It's just that vacuum leak has caused a rev up. And I even took the idle set screw out of the throttle blade completely out, and but with no change. And then that's when I checked the spacers. And yeah, it's got a small, tiny amount of freaking daylight coming through it. It needs a gasket. It needs that last gasket from the Kia Sorento. It's one with circles in it. Hopefully it'll set everything straight. If I have to trim a little bit out of it, like it's too big to fit within the space of the holes without sticking out, if it sticks out, then I'll take a little grinder and I'll polish out some of those the material that's sticking out. It's just car parts, man. Here you go, I'll fire it up for you. Yeah, it's like 3,000 RPMs. It's not good. Yep. See, that's the problem. It's leaking a little bit of air, and it's causing it to rev way the shit up like that. But at least I can rev it up a little bit. That little rev, that was actually from me. So that's that. It's just a freaking gasket, man. And I don't have the gasket on me. I was hoping that would happen this weekend. It looks like I'm not going to have it this weekend. Damn. Alright, well, I'm going to have to take the arduous parts to get out of it. But man, I love sitting in this car. It's freaking awesome. You ever want to just sit in your car sometimes and just kind of strap in and just chill? Yeah, I feel like that all the time in this thing. I just wish I had this thing sorted out, and it should still be good to go for January 22nd. That's when I'm going to try to take it to the IFO. I'm trying. It's not working out too well. And I still got to cut the hole in the hood. If I can get this damn thing to idle down to like 1,500 or 1,000 RPM, that's what I'm hoping for. I'll take the hood off, drive it around for a bit, come back, cut the hole in the hood, and we should be good to go. What? Oh yeah. I know. It'd be a lot better if it was moving. I mean, I probably could drive it like this, but definitely don't want to. Either way. So I'll see you guys later. When I get the gasket in, hopefully I'll make another video for next week. And well, oh well. Didn't turn out the way I wanted to. Like almost everything else, it doesn't turn out the way I wanted to. So sorry about that. You know, putting car parts on cars on the engines where they don't belong. I mean, this intake adapter is coming off a 6G75. It's got things on the 6G72 the 6G75 doesn't worry about, and I'm paying for it. Hey, I'll pay for it, and next time you guys buy it, or I've been sending the write-ups, kind of like the fitment issues for it, to Bread and Performance Engineering, because they know, both of us know going into this, that this thing did not belong on this engine. So if you want to hit those guys up, Bread and Performance Engineering, go ahead. I am helping them develop this part for the 67 too. Literally, I am. The whole point of this is to sort out the fitment issues, and I send them the measurements of the new spacers that they need to go through, because the 67.2 and the 7.5 are obviously at least slightly different, and they've already agreed that if you buy it for the 67.2, they will send you the thicker spacers, and said, look, it takes at least a 1/4 inch more. I would probably go like maybe 3/8, and maybe actually by 1/2 inch or 3/8, something like that. Oh yeah, 7/16. That's what I would go for. 7/16 inch thick, because that would give you plenty of clearance to clear that thermostat housing. So if you're out there, Breton, I'm still working on it. We're talking about daylight, tiny slivers of daylight, and it's still biting me. That's why I haven't been driving it. It's tiny slivers of daylight that I can see in there, and it's like it requires Kia Sorento gasket with the 67 for the 3.5 liter V6. For the circles, you need at least 4 spacers from the 67.2 between each spacer. Right now, the way I have it set up, I have like your typical 1/4 inch spacer from like your aftermarket intakes that are kind of like the VR4 runners. Got one of those, and the 2 spacers that came with the item originally for the 67.5. And it's got to have gaskets in, like the bottom gasket that goes 1/4 inch spacer, gasket, the phenolic spacer, gasket. Then it has the thick metal spacer that goes from D to circle. Then the Kia Sorento gasket. That's the way it's going to have to go. And then you put it on there, and it gives you, for the 67.2, it should give you just enough clearance to work. And say without that top gasket, it'll work, but you're revved up to 3,000 RPM. So obviously it's not optimal. We need that other gasket, and it doesn't have it in there right now. So chances are it's going to definitely need it. Which it's not exactly a hard fix, but you just need the parts. And if you were to buy this thing, you're going to need those gaskets. I would get at least 4 67.2 gaskets. Intake manifold gaskets, 1/4 inch spacer, 2 spacers to come with the intake, and the Kia Sorento gasket with the 3.5 liter. That's actually the 67.4. Kia put Mitsubishi engines on the Kia Sorento, and unlike the Pajero and I think the Endeavor from that same year, the Kia Sorento has circular holes, and you need those circular holes. I have a 67.4 gasket lower intake from a Kia Sorento that I ported out, hoping to do ITBs with it. But because the taller deck height on the 67.4, I was not able to use it. But now that I know that the Kia Sorento has those circular intake ports, it's like a 99 2000 Kia Sorento with 3.5 liter V6. Get those gaskets. So, well, I'll see you guys later, man. Unfortunately, it didn't work out the way I wanted to, but it's working. Better at least. Alright, this is AZ3K GT signing out.